it's Emmy. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Emmy. I'm a certified nutritionist and the creator of the Slim on Starch program. Kind of messed that word up. Slim on Starch program, for which applications are currently open. So if you want to eat as much as you want, not count calories, not over exercise, stop restricting your portions, finally get the weight off for once and for all, for good this time. If you're done crash dieting, then go ahead and click the link in the down bar so that you can apply. Applications are currently open. They will not be open for long and we have limited spots. So make sure you click so that you can apply right now so that we can get that wave out of here, honey. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the 5 truths that you gotta know before you start your weight loss journey. And by the way, if you are looking to start your weight loss journey, make sure you click the link in my down bar for a free training that I have for you guys about the top 3 mistakes that I see when people are trying to lose weight. We gotta make sure that you're not doing any of these before we start your weight loss journey. So go ahead and watch that free training just to make sure that you're not making any of those mistakes first and foremost. But these are the 5 things that I have identified as the roadblocks that people face when they're trying to lose weight. The things that they learn the hard way about losing weight. And I see these with my clients, and I want you guys to know these so that when we hop into your weight loss journey, when you're getting started, you won't have any of these roadblocks and it will just be smooth sailing for you. Number 1, you can't think your way into acting. You must act your way into thinking. I had a client named Jackie, and I'll put up what happened to her right here so you can see from her mouth that she said, I was skeptical about this whole thing. You know, I didn't know if this whole eat as much as you want thing actually worked, but I just hopped right in and I went for it. And she lost 5 pounds in a week. And the reason why she was so successful is because she acted her way into thinking. I get on the phone with so many clients that say, you know, what if this doesn't work for me? What if this doesn't work for me? And the only way for us to find out that it does work is that you just hop in and you just go for it. Because trust me, I was in the same place when I discovered this lifestyle. I was like, there's no way that this works. There's no way that you can eat as much as you want and you can still be lean. It just doesn't make sense. Calories in, calories out. There's no way it makes sense. But I said, what do I have to lose? I'm young. I'm just gonna go for it. And if it doesn't work, then I'll just do something else, you know? I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna try. I could have sat around for my whole life and wondered, oh, could I actually have thrived on that lifestyle? Or I could have just jumped in and went for it, which I did, and that's how I got the results. My clients that get the best results are the ones that say, you know what, screw it. I'm done. I've been a low carber, I've been counting calories, but I'm just done with all that. I'm just gonna try this out and see if it works. Those are the clients of mine that get the most success because they act their way into thinking. They don't sit around, do all the research, and then don't take action. They just act and then they go, oh my God, this actually does work. Why'd I wait so long? Number 2, the second thing that I want you to know is that what works for one person might be different than what works for somebody else. When it comes to this diet, as Dr. McDougall says, this diet works for 100% of people that do it 100% of the time. The issue is that most people don't do it 100% of the time and can't do it 100% of the time. And that's why in my program, I don't make it so that you have to do this 100% of the time because it's totally unrealistic. And I could have you do something 100% of the time for 8 weeks, but then after the 8 weeks, you'll just go back to what you were doing. And I don't want you to do that. I want to make this into a lifestyle. So that's why we don't make you be 100% during the program, because we are forming a lifestyle for you. And that means that if you're not going to adhere to the diet perfectly 100% of the time, that there are little pockets of time where you're doing something else. And what your something else is going to be a little bit different from what somebody else's something else is. For example, the something else for my dad is that he puts cheese on his pizza every 2 weeks. Real cheese. He's a cheegan. He's not a vegan because he puts cheese on his pizza every 2 weeks. I have another client named Emily who her little bit of it that's a little bit different from everybody else is that she never denies food from her kids. So if her kids make her cookies, she eats the cookies. And that's part of her little bit that's different from everybody else. If somebody made me cookies, I wouldn't eat them because I don't eat cookies. But my little bit is different from Emily's little bit, which is different from my dad's bit. You know, Emily's not putting cheese on her pizza once every 2 weeks on pizza night. And tonight is actually pizza night, so my dad will be having cheese on his pizza tonight. But different things are going to work for different people. And it's important for you to keep on the path, look at your life and your journey, and remember that this is your journey, nobody else's. And people will try to tell you what to do, but nobody knows you better than you know you. So you have to stay on your own journey. Remember, I know me better than anybody else knows me. I know what's gonna work for me. The third thing that I want you to know is that this is not a crash diet. This is not a cleanse you're going on. There's no end point to what you're starting right now. Something that we say in our program is this is not an 8-week challenge. We don't let you use the word challenge because we are creating a lifestyle. If you go into a diet with the mentality that it's a crash diet, there's an end date, I'm just doing it for 28 days, I'm gonna do a 21 fix, I'm gonna be perfect, that is setting up the scene for a binge. We don't want that to happen. If you can't do something for the rest of your life, you shouldn't do it at all. So we have to make a lifestyle that's gonna be sustainable, that you're going to stick to for the long term. The best diet plan is the one that you can stick to. So let's make a lifestyle that you actually will stay on for the long term. Making this a short-term quick fix is gonna have you gain back the weight and gain back even more weight than you started at because your metabolism is gonna be suppressed and your hormones are gonna be all out of whack and your cortisol levels are gonna be high, which is gonna make you store belly fat. Trust me when I say we don't want to go on any cleanses, any 21-day fixes, any I'm going to be perfect for the next 10 days. It's setting you up for a binge. We want to look long-term here and involve the parts of your life that have you not eating the most optimal food, like birthday parties, celebrations, work events, all that kind of stuff, which is part of life, which is what we're preparing for. The fourth thing that you gotta know about is weight fluctuations. If you're losing weight, on the overall, your weight is gonna be headed downward. But every day when you step on the scale, that weight is gonna be a little bit different and your weight fluctuates every single day, which is why we set up a system in my program where we have you weigh in on certain days of the week and we keep it consistent. And we have it so that we plot it on a graph and we see your overall downward trajectory, which, like I said, is overall headed downward. However, when you are stepping on the scale every day, you'll see that your weight is going to go up and down a little bit because there are so many factors that contribute to our weight. Intracellular water, extracellular water, the weight of our bones, our muscles, the amount of glycogen that's in our liver, the amount of glycogen that's in our muscles, how much food is in our stomach, how much gunk we got in our colon, if you know what I mean, how much urine is in our bladder. So many things contribute to our daily weight, and it is not a reflection of fat. People will step on the scale and say, I gained a pound. It's impossible to gain 1 pound overnight. That just doesn't happen, especially if you're on this fat burning diet. You are burning fat. Your water is going to fluctuate from day to day. How much food you have in your stomach is going to fluctuate from day to day. Overall, the trajectory is downward. Don't get all tripped up by, oh my God, I gained a pound from yesterday, because overall it's going to be headed downward. And the fifth thing that will make your weight loss journey a whole lot easier is to just go all in on this, eat as much as your body needs. I know it's so hard to let go of the calorie counting, the diet food, like the Quest bars, weighing and measuring everything, having the low carb foods, eating low sugar. It's really hard to get rid of those habits because those habits made you feel as though you were in control of your weight. And perhaps they got you some short-term results in the past. And it scares you and you don't trust yourself to eat just as much as your body needs. You don't trust your hunger cues. But when you're eating a natural diet, your body will fall into its natural groove. And for so long, you've been working against yourself, but now is the time to start working with yourself. And in order to do that, you just gotta go all in, surrender to your body, and just let yourself fall. And believe that you can do this. Because whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're right. And you just gotta go all in and remember that if you want to survive, then eat with counting calories and restriction and all of those habits. But if you want to thrive, then go all in on this. Just let yourself fall and see what happens. Because remember, you can't think your way into acting, you must act your way into thinking. Remember to get that free training that I made for you guys just by clicking in the down bar. And if you are like, you know what, I'm just gonna act my way into thinking, I'm gonna let myself fall and do this, then go ahead and apply to the Slim on Starch program so that we can get this done for you. I adore you, each and every one of you. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah! Woo!